Well, boys and girls, I have royally fucked myself. So these came in the mail. These are pretty cool. These go on these, like so, comme ça. Called timing belt. Cool little object. Especially if you combine it with another timing belt on a different axle. See how you can transform rotational motion in space horizontally? It's a neat trick. That's what I'm planning to do right here. So these came, and the teeth on this guy, there's a little thing in there, mounts up real nicely on this guy. And I had to get this on this one. But I don't have any sort of press, like a mill. You can use a mill as a press if you get the right kind of mill. It has a manual action that you can use as a press. Those are pretty good. I don't have a lathe, which you can get to kind of do the sort of the same thing if you know what you're doing. I don't have a drill press. So what I did in my infinite wisdom is I took this, what I intend to be my axle, out to my driveway, and I clanged on it with another piece of metal, commonly known as a sledgehammer, until some amount of the shaft went into some amount of the pulley. I was feeling very proud of myself for this, exacerbating my RSI and everything. I came inside, and I didn't even have to look at it. I didn't even have to try to get it in. All I had to do was look at it, and then I realized, oh shit, my 3/8 rod is probably no longer going to fit in my 3/8 ID bearing, because I have mashed on it with a hammer, and it has flattened out, and it is now far larger than the 3/8 nominal up there. So now I have to figure out what to do about this self-crit. Anyways, I figured out my belt story, my pulley story, my belt story. McMaster-Carr sells them in as many dimensions as you could possibly want. And then, at that point, we're ready to start doing stuff like this. Zwoop. Zwoop, 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 zwoop. And at that point, we'll get to start seeing the implications of, like, what does however many radians. I also have to keep it on there. I have to figure out a good way to keep this on there. Yeah. Anyways, I was saying that then we can figure out, like, how fast things can turn and track and start making interesting engineering decisions. Good night.